What are your standards?
I like people that are reasonably intelligent. I like somebody that has a high level of confidence. I prefer somebody that works like in my industry so that it's easy for us to communicate. I prefer somebody to be in an open relationship because I want to work around. There's a lot of weird stuff you have to deal with when you date me. What about for you, Pearl?
Yeah.
What are my standards?
Yeah, that no man has managed to meet yet. Let's hear it.
See if we can find you someone.
Yeah, your future husband could be listening to this show right now. So tell him what you're looking for.
I like guys that are family oriented. I don't see. I feel like he's so ready to just.
I'm not listening. There's no wrong answers here, okay?
No. I like guys that are family oriented, conservative. Not. I like, I have a height thing. He doesn't have to be taller than me. He could be a little shorter, but it can't be like crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. Family oriented.
So just 5'11",
5'10",
conservative.
5'9", 5'10" is fine.
5'9", 5'10". Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Conservative.
Mm-hmm.
Family oriented.
Yeah.
You haven't found that guy yet?
I'm surprised. Yeah. Not too many things.
Seems like there's a lot of people out there that would match that.
I don't want to get into too much detail.
Oh, God.
No, I don't want to get into too much
Wow.
detail.
Okay. All right. Okay. Jeez.
Now I'm curious.
We got some weird requirements here.
Secretly into.
Oh, yeah. Geez.
Stop.
Work
Okay,
for me.
you
I
don't
believe
think
it.
women are like tie more emotion to sex than men do?
I think on like average, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't see why it's different then if you would agree that like by and large women tie emotion more to sex.
On average, but the difference, I don't
Right,
think.
but
Wait,
when
let
we
me
talk-
let me answer your question
Sorry,
before
sorry.
you railroad me down the. Well, they engage with sex differently. One in an open relationship.
Okay,
Actually,
I don't
okay.
appreciate the mocking.
Okay, but that's what you're
Probably
trying to
doesn't feel
railroad me
like
to
his
without even letting me
partner.
respond to your
Did I
question.
mock you?
Okay,
Did I
if you
want to
lay out your whole kingdom before I
thought we
tear
were
it down,
polite.
go ahead. Yeah,
I
go
thought we were
ahead.
being polite here. That's the same question. I don't even remember what I was going to say.
So the question you're
He talks too
asking is,
fast.
if women and men engage with sex differently, doesn't that mean it's okay for men to f everybody and for women to f
I
nobody?
did not say f everybody. I said different. Wouldn't
Sure.
you see that it is different?
There are probably some women that can engage with sex without it being a super emotional experience. There are probably some men that can engage with sex without it being a super emotional experience. There's probably a few more men than women, but I think both of them tie emotions and sex together pretty.
But when we
Be more
have
selective with who you're dating in that
these
case.
conversations, though, we're talking about the average. We're not talking about the exceptions.
Hold
it's
on.
like-
No,
But
no,
he's
no,
only
no, no,
gonna
no.
date the
You were
exception.
specifically asking about my relationship. So I'm telling you for my relationship. That was not a general question.
Oh, you're right. You were right. That's true.
God, I love it when you say that. Oh,
You're-
thank you. Oh my goodness. I need to sound.
got
August,
weird already.
clip that one. That's gonna be my next dono sound.
No,
Okay.
I feel like when men love women, it's like it's more common for them to be the fiance in the situation where it's like women have more conditions for them to be like really in love. So when they're really in love, they're like super in love, but the average girl like isn't.
Yeah, but then it comes down to semantic of like, what does it mean to be more in love, right?
Yeah.
Like if somebody tells me like, I love you, and I'm like, well, why? Because I think you're funny. And I'm like, okay, what else? I'm like, I don't know. I just think you're really funny. And that's it. It's like, okay. But it's not like, oh, I love you because you're, tall, good at volleyball, red hair. If they've got runs a good studio, if they have like 20 reasons, like, oh wow, this person really loves me. That's what would be my feeling. But then it's like, well, what does it mean to love more there? Well, in
I've
that case,
never had a
men
guy
love
care
more.
about my
Is this
studio.
more like-
I've never had a guy care
I
about
don't
my
know.
studio.
I'm just trying to. I don't know
abilities.
you well enough. Okay, I'm just drawing into whatever I see
This
here.
more
Okay.
like a love at first sight. That's more of a simple love. So that
Yeah.
like the more immediate, the more likely to fall in love faster, quicker type of thing.
But then it's a question of like who
Yeah.
loves more. Then, if you fall into love with every person you meet because you think they look good, is that loving more than somebody that's like, well, I love a very specific person, but I love them a lot.
I feel like people fall in love based on how the other makes them feel, or at least from a woman's point of view. Do you think that's true for men?
Isn't it just hormones and chemistry? And
Well, I
we
mean-
have no control.
Yeah, I mean that's probably true for everybody, right? Like how you feel about somebody is how they make you feel about them. Yeah.
With these guys, okay, these guys are on the Titanic and there's one lifeboat that can hold 400 people and there's 10,000 people on the deck and they're like, everybody can get in this boat. That's not true. Anybody could get in the boat, but not all 10,000 of them are getting in, okay? When you've got like a podcast where guys are talking about
But don't you think we should strive to get in the boat? Like you should tell people to strive. It doesn't mean everyone will get it. But you
I
don't
think we should probably teach people to swim.
What does that have to do with the? Wait, I don't get it. I'm sorry.
I think accepting the
Realistic
circumstances
expectations
you're
are
in,
better.
teaching everybody to swim would probably be better than trying to get 10,000 people in a 400-person lifeboat. Teach people how to deal with life as it comes rather than saying,
feel like-
you could be the exceptional 1% because 99%
But
of
you're
the people aren't going to meet that
exception.
mark.
Why wouldn't you tell people to like do what you did?
Because most of them
like
would fail.
you're the exception.
Yeah, but
You
I
did it.
understand that. Yeah, but not everybody can.
Yeah, but I think everybody can find something that contributes to society and they can do well at it.
Yeah, but not
I
all of
know-
those jobs are going to be highly compensated.
You're going to be exceptionally depressed if you failed. It's good to have realistic
it's just-
expectations, but that doesn't mean you can't push yourself to be.
I
potentially
think
better.
you
It's
can
just
do.
like,
I think you can do anything. I like genuinely believe I can do anything.
That's that. It must be. What a fun background, you know?
No, what?
Yeah.
I'm serious. I just don't
I
understand.
believe
if
you.
you're
I
in
believe
the-
you feel that way.
I
I
just
do
don't
believe you.
understand in the position you're in why you wouldn't encourage people to get into your position. It's like he wants to be the only one in the position.
Because disappointment comes in your life when you have a difference between the expectation and the reality of a situation.
Mm-hmm.
If you're selling somebody that you want to try to be the next big YouTuber, the next big star, do you know how many people buy like the brand new computers, the brand new overlays, they get all their stuff set up, and then they stream for like 6 months to 2 viewers? Like, it's not healthy to put somebody in a state of mind where, like, you have to go for the top 1% or else you're nothing. You're a loser. You haven't made it. It's better to teach people, like, how can you excel at areas in life
Right,
that will make
but-
you happy. You don't need to be, like, a
But I'm
massive
saying it
superstar to
doesn't-
do
But I'm
it.
saying it doesn't mean they'll get to where you get, but taking advice from you could help them get there. Maybe they don't get, I don't know how many followers you had on Twitch or
Fame is
whatever.
generally not
But-
considered something that people strive for, but they think other people strive for, and it can
What do
kind of put you
you
in
don't think
poor
people strive
positions.
for fame?
I think a lot less people do than the people that think others all want it. It's
Mm-hmm.
the least thing that people actually end up wanting. But obviously, with fame, there comes money and other things you get from it. But the actual fame
But
itself.
my whole point is that he's in a position a lot of people would want to be in. Like you're successful, like you've been on the internet for 10 years. Like that's a huge accomplishment.
12 years, but yeah.
No, I'm serious. So many people come and go. Even like when you're here, I'm asking you questions because I think it's cool how long you've been on the internet. Like not a lot of people can do that.
I think a lot of people would not like the amount of stress he's had to deal with.
I understand
Takes
that.
a special person.
I understand that too, but I'm saying like, why wouldn't you want to encourage people to get to where you're at? Because
I feel like you're gonna
because
keep asking me the
you're
same-
so exceptional at
Yeah.
it.
You're going to keep asking me the same question because you don't like the answer I'm giving you, but I'll say it again. If I have 100,000 people listening and I give tips on how to reach my position,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 20 or 30 of them maybe could like hit something similar. Why would I do that instead of talking to all 100,000? We're like,
Mm-hmm.
here are things that you could do to have a happier life. Like, I feel like I would rather do that because realistically, not everybody could be in the top
Mm-hmm.
1% of every industry or whatever, right?
Yeah, but it's like they might not hit where you've hit, but they could still improve from where they're at.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. You
There,
don't think they could-
for being a streamer, it's a little bit of a binary. You either make it or you don't. If somebody puts aside like 6 months of their life to try to get into streaming and they don't get more than 2 viewers, it's not like, oh, well, at least I improved myself a ton because I was like on the journey. Like, there's no journey improvement. It's like going for like professional sports, right? If you throw your whole life into volleyball or basketball or whatever and it doesn't work out and you don't even get like good, like NCAA spots, well, I mean, like, what do you have to show for? It's like, well, at least I was on the journey. Like, well, no, now it's like, okay, I need to go back and like figure out what to actually do with my life now, right?
Oh wait, I was gonna read the Destiny roasts really quick
Oh,
before
yeah.
we end it.
Yeah.
I don't want to gaslight you guys into that. Hold on. Okay, I did some screenshots. All right, Destiny is worse for masculinity than Andrew Tate because Destiny is so uncool that young men look at him to do the complete opposite, even
You're
if he's
uncool.
right. My mom is deadly sick but left the family, leaving my dad in ruins. Your advice would make me weak. Sneeko and the rest inspire me to be better than you. Destipool, you think red pillars give bad advice because you think people are shallow and stupid and to end up following their own voices instead of virtues. Destiny, tech and social media has replaced the men because of women. They think they don't need us because we built the technology to make their lives better. The band of brothers exists for a reason in a hyper volatile
women
situation.
built
Hold
the
on.
Let her read it,
first
let her read it.
electronic
I need to-
computer.
I need to
Let her
get through
read them
this.
up. Yeah, just let her
Band
read
of
them up.
brothers exists for a reason. In hyper volatile situations, women can barely relate or want to know how men feel. Destiny. I agree. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I have a couple more. Finally, someone said it. Pearl called it. When Destiny is in a corner debate, he throws something that has nothing to do with the conversation. Thank you. Destiny is intelligence, but debates are won with logic and facts, not intelligence and feelings. Yeah, facts over feelings.
Wow.